Hey, welcome back to the Whiskey Outpost. As always, I'm Chris. And if you're here, hopefully you know that this is New Year, New Pour. In the month of January 2023, I am trying one new to me pour every day. So I am trying to expand my whiskey horizons by drinking a bunch of things that I have never drank before. And for the most part, the results have been fantastic. One of the bottles behind me, that Penelope Architect, has rapidly risen up the list of some of my, well, really one of my favorite pours that I've had, period. So I definitely think you should give that a watch. That was a couple days ago. And you can find it on my channel. But today we're going to take a little bit of a turn. See, when we started this journey together, I said that I would try to only drink, well, mostly drink pours that I think you could find on the shelf. Now, I might have done a store pick or something like that, but I wanted to find things that wouldn't be too hard for you to find. I did say there'd be a couple of exceptions, and tonight is one of those exceptions. And let me tell you, I'm super excited because I have wanted to try a Midwinter Nights Dram for a long time. And this drink, this rye whiskey, is kind of a summation of my journey in whiskey and bourbon so far. I didn't know anything about it. It was one of those things where I was on one of my Facebook groups and they were talking about it, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. I'll have to pick that up next time I'm in the store. And then it was like, oh, look, I found a bottle. Oh, look, I found a bottle. Oh, look, I found a bottle. Oh, look, no more bottles. Like, I didn't realize how, this is a limited time engagement. It's very difficult to find. So I started going to stores, and I've been laughed out of a liquor store twice. Once when I asked if they had an Eagle Rare, and then once if I asked if they had any Midwinter Nights Dram. No, they were very nice about it, but I didn't realize how rare it was. So when the opportunity came along, there was a store in Lawrence that was allowing people to buy allocated bottles uh, at retail if you bought a couple store picks. So I bought a couple store picks, which were good, but I then I had to buy three so that I could buy this. And yeah, I'm super excited to try. I've been saving it. I thought about actually making this the last pour of the month, but I finally found one of my unicorns. I'm gonna drink that on the last day. But yeah, I'm still super excited about this because I love rye whiskey. I studied English in college, so anything that harkens back to Shakespeare, even a little bit, I got to try. And we all know that basically until I tried the Michter's Rye, the High West Double Rye High Noon was my favorite. Um, yeah, so super excited about that. High West. I always want to call it High Noon, and I got it right, and then I questioned myself. I'm a bad person. So anyway, um, so yeah, this is a what did I decide? It's a 49.3% alcohol by volume, so it is 98.6. Yeah, math. Sorry, math is hard. 98.6 proof bottle. This is Act 10, Scene 3. So, that basically delineates which batch this is in a very cool, very Shakespearean way. And it is rye whiskey finished in port barrels. So, all of that speaks to me because I like port, I like rye, I like it all. And so, we're going to give this a shot. Um, but yeah, I'm yeah. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Let's drink. Oh my goodness. Um, so this smells a whole lot like port. It's very sweet. It kind of has that like syrupy, grapey smell to it. That word was grapey. That's a terrible word. I should never say that again. Grape like, but it's also got bourbon, it's got caramel, it's got vanilla, it's got some barrel smell to it. And it smells a lot more like port than it does like rye whiskey, which I'm not opposed to. I'm a little surprised that the port came through that much, but I smell a lot of bourbon. I don't smell as much port, so it may just be that that's a unique aroma coming over on the nose. Let's taste it. It's very, very complex. As far as ryes go, I mean, it's everything I like about the double rye, but you can definitely taste the port, and that just gives it this really nice aftertaste. Um, a lot of the bourbon flavor you would expect, or I'm sorry, not bourbon flavor. A lot of the rye flavor is there that you would expect. So you get that spiciness, you get some grains. I'm guessing that they did use some corn in there because it's a little bit sweeter than I would expect. The barrels seem to have also given it kind of that vanilla flavor that you would expect from an aged product. So yeah, I mean it's all together. The yeah, it's everything that I'm looking for. Mm. Yeah, it's everything I'm looking for in a rye. Yeah, so just very, very good. This is the same thing on the rocks because people like to drink things differently. And I'm always interested to know how temperature and dilution affects the flavor. So, and the aroma, obviously. So, I'm actually surprised. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more proof on the nose when it's neat, but a lot of the aromas come through, which is very surprising. But I'm also kind of learning how to manipulate the rock so it stays away, and you kind of get just the smell of the alcohol. I'm gonna give it a taste. Unfortunately, putting on the rocks hides a lot of the things that makes this very interesting. You still get port, you still get proof, some barrel taste, but a lot of the notes that I said were kind of bourbony aren't really there. This feels more like spice and grain. It's not bad, but I definitely wouldn't order this on the rocks if I were out. I would just go ahead and drink it neat, and I think that's probably absolutely the best way to go about drinking this because yeah, I mean it's still good, uh, but yeah, it needs the way to go. So. Yeah, this was our I think our second of the allocated bottles that we've drank so far. Um, yeah, I don't know enough. Yikes! I don't know that enough people are talking about High West. I don't know if enough people are talking about a Midwinter Night's Dram. I don't know why it sounds like I'm drinking because I swear I've had like you've seen how many sips I took. I'm not drunk. I just can't talk, which is a bad thing when you have a channel where you talk about liquor. Anyway, I don't think enough people talk about a Midwinter Night's Dram. I don't think enough people are talking about High West. I think they're both really good, and I haven't had anything bad from them. Um, and we're gonna. I don't know if we're gonna have time in January to drink more, but I definitely got a couple bottles of theirs that I want to crack and drink, and keep trying. So yeah, hopefully you like this, despite the fact my command of the spoken language was iffy at best. If you do, if that's the kind of whiskey channel you want to watch, definitely hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that notification button because January is not over and we got more new pours to drink. Leave a comment because, yeah, I want to talk to you about whiskey because why wouldn't I? It's a great thing to talk about. Anyway, I'm Chris. I will see you next time on the Whiskey Outpost. Till then, see ya.